Yours, damn right, it's better than yours. I can teach you.
New day, new accusations, new day, new drama, girl. What's good? What's up, MessyMya? It's your girl, MessyMya, and I am back again with another video. So today we're going to be getting into somebody's business. No shade, like...
Excuse me, ma'am. Excuse me. You in my business? Yeah, don't do that.
I just know they hate to see me coming, bitch. Because I be in everybody's business. Oh my god, yeah. I'm sorry. I don't mean to though. Anyways, but make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on that post notification bell so you know every single time I post a new video. Girl, it's MessyMya. It's the MessyMya girl. We are lit over here. Just believe that. And yeah, let's get into the mess. Okay, so about a year and some change, there has been some rumors floating around about Scotty messing with Lemon Pepper Stepper. Okay, the cinnamon stick off the Apple Jacks box. Lemon Pepper Stepper, the CEO of Zeus, in the head of it all, baby. Okay, so recently, let me tell y'all, right? So recently, there has been a lot of mess and concerning Scotty and Lemon Pepper Stepper. So y'all, let me tell y'all. So apparently, Scotty had a stylist, right? Scotty had a stylist. So this stylist has been like exposing down, telling her business, telling Lemon Pepper Stepper's business, saying what he be doing behind closed doors. Child, let's go ahead and get into it. Again, all of this is alleged, but this is what he came online and said about Lemmy. Let's get into it. Okay, so these comments by him were on TikTok a few days ago. He posted these comments a few days ago before, I'm guessing, he got let go. Because he went from saying like, oh, I can't wait for the day that Lemmy gets exposed, and you know what I'm saying, the only reason why I'm not going to say anything is because of Scotty, to like fast forward to now, and baby, like I said, he's exposing down. So something happened between those few days for him to let it loose. Okay, so apparently, again, this was before he got let go, especially because he was like, you know, I've been with Zeus for 2 years now. Baddies Africa is my last season. I had to remove myself. Okay, let's get into it. Okay, because he said, trust me, I know. I've been with Zeus for 2 years now. Baddies Africa is my last season. I have to remove myself from this environment. The money is not worth turning a blind eye to what's going on. Then he said, Lamel Plummer is a terrible person who does a lot of unspeakable things behind the scenes. Trust me, I know. I can't wait for the day that he gets exposed. Then he goes on to say, Scotty is the only reason I don't say anything about the things I've seen him do and say. Trust me, when Surviving Zeus comes out, y'all are not going to believe the stuff that he does to these girls. You know, like I said, this was a few days ago, so this was like light work. Like, he really wasn't trying to expose anything. He didn't say anything. You know what I'm saying? He was insinuating that he was starting to become very uncomfortable with the environment and it wasn't worth the money, and that Baddies Africa was his last season. But he still kept it cute and was like, you know, I'm not going to expose anything or say too much because of Scotty, okay? But girl, child, all that done changed. Okay, let's get into it. Child, so like I said, baby, now he is no longer working for Scotty or Zeus or none of that. Okay, now we still don't know if he quit or got fired, but like I said, he was already saying that he was going to do Baddies Africa and then quit. But girl, they could have seen them comments and him popping his shit on not Twitter, but TikTok, and it could have been like, oh, you could really go now. Okay, so child, let's get into it. He said, I've been quiet for way too motherfucking long. Attention everybody, I'm not working with Scotty or Zeus Network anymore. Do not tag me in any posts having to do with her anymore. Now I can really tell y'all what's been going on behind the scenes. Going live soon. Messy. Okay, so apparently him and Scotty then fell out because, like I said, his whole reasoning for not wanting to expose Zeus and Lemmy and all that at first was because he, you know, of course his ties to Scotty, but now he's like, oh, I'm not fucking with none of them. Okay, so I'm gonna let it loose. And that's exactly what he did. Child, so first he posts a picture of Capri and he's like, where should I start, y'all? Let's talk about how this man chokes her dog Capri when he gets mad at her and she still sticks around with him. Girl, so then he posts these behind the scene pictures of Scotty's. So mind you, these are behind the scene pictures. So when she actually posts pictures from these photo shoots, they are already edited. So we, like, we don't see what he's showing us now. So he showed us, a behind the scenes picture, an unedited picture of Scotty in this photo shoot. The photo shoot is literally on her page. You can go look. But he said, is that a bruise on her leg? I wonder who did that. Look at the legs. And then, he took screenshots of not screenshots, but he posted multiple behind the scene pictures of her at photo shoots with bruises on her. Okay, so girl, Scotty debunked all of this, and she said, LOL, this is crazy. Capri and I are fine. Please don't believe the lies. Don't be gullible. This is so ridiculous. I would never allow anyone to touch my fur baby or me. Okay, so I feel like there's nothing that we can really do or say, especially because Scotty got online and defended Lemmy, and we all seen up until this point that Scotty will brush something off, ignore something, or forgive somebody even if they do her dirty for the sake of money and opportunity and her spot on the show. Like, we've seen it with Natalie. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Natalie literally put, somebody that calls you her best friend and her sister, who would literally drag you through a parking lot, put her hands on you multiple seasons. She drug you through a parking lot. Then the very next season on Baddies East, she put her hands on you again, was scratching you all. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like, so it's like, and then we see her. So it's like there's nothing to do or say. And again, it's all alleged anyway. So, but it's like, if it is true, she got online on her story and defended him. So it's like, I don't know. Like, if it is true, it's sad though. It really is sad, especially because I feel like she has a platform now. She has over 1 million followers. She is loved. She is so beautiful. She can take her platform and create other opportunities with it, instead of dealing with treatment like that. If it's true. But instead, she defended him. So it's like, I don't know. The whole thing is just sad if it is true. As far as the hairstylist, do I feel like the hairstylist is bitter? Because a lot of people are saying that the hairstylist is bitter. I feel like, this is my thing with people who come forward about Zeus, that like kind of like it just kind of like irritates me a little bit, right? So my thing is, it's like, you dealt with this for 2 years up until this point, until you finally decided that you couldn't take anymore. But you were there for 2 years, getting paid, getting checks, was on their payroll, knowing that all of this was happening to like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because he got on TikTok and he was like, oh, you guys wouldn't even believe the things that he does and says to these girls. You wouldn't believe it. But again, it's like, it's all good when you're getting a check. It's all good then, but it's like they cut you off, and now it's like, oh, I'm gonna expose everything. I feel like multiple people have done that. Ray J has done it. Like, Ray J has done it. Stunner Girl did it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Stunner Girl literally was on Baddies West. So I know she saw, you know what I'm saying? According to her, she was seeing stuff on Baddies West. She was getting like, yeah. You went on Baddies West, did a whole season. Okay, cool. You went on to Baddies East, went and got casted for Baddies East, signed a contract. So she was still, that's what I'm saying. Like, but as soon as they fell out, it was like, oh, there are all these things you wouldn't believe. But it's like, what does that make you? What does that make you? You willingly sat there and was on their payroll and was getting paid by them while they were allegedly doing all of these horrible things. But now that you guys have fell out, now it's all these, which, you know what I'm saying, which is cool, speak your truth, say your truth, but it's like, none of that mattered when y'all was cool though. That's what I don't understand. And Ray J did the exact same thing. Like, Ray J came out and said so much about Zeus and about Lemmy and about all that, but it's like, you had to be around them for a long time in order for you to know all that. And even when you knew all that and seen these things go down allegedly, you still stayed. But as soon as y'all fell out or had a disagreement or something, oh, that's when girl, I just don't get it. Like, my thing is that if you see these horrible things going down, like, why? It just don't make no sense to me. Because what does that make you? Somebody who literally was willing to turn a blind eye to these horrible things that allegedly go down behind closed doors for a check and an opportunity. But as soon as the check and the opportunity is no more and it's gone, now it's, child, But at the same time, he did get on TikTok and was replying to comments and was like, yeah, Baddies Africa is my last season, da 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 da. So I don't know what made him get online and say that. I don't know if there was some kind of disagreement or if he was genuinely fed up and tired. But it's like, baby, at this point, you treat 2 years, 2 going on 3 years into working for them. How much unspeakable things can you sit there and witness and turn a blind eye to before you finally leave? 2 to 3 years, and now you're speaking up, girl. With all that being said, it does not change the fact that it's, you know, if it did happen, it's still so sad. It's just sad, but you know, it's, you know, she, like I said, she got online and she defended him. So what can we do? What can we say? Okay, so recently Anna Mac got on Twitter and exposed Big Lex for being a fan, because now this video of Big Lex basically cheering Anna on at the Baddies Midwest auditions. Yeah, she was basically in the crowd. Anna Mac, of course, you know, they get out the car or whatever. They interact with the crowd. Apparently Big Lex was in the crowd because, as we all know, Big Lex auditioned for the Baddies Midwest auditions. She was in the crowd smiling from ear to ear at Anna. So Anna is basically feeding into the narrative that Big Lex was a fan before all of this beef that's going on between them now. Chip, let's go ahead and get into the video. Okay, so of course we got the Anna Mac Warriors. We got the Mac Warriors in the building. Okay, so they're basically entertaining this narrative, saying like, yeah, they always fans first. They're always fans first before they turn into haters. Okay, so this is my thing, right? Like, I understand that y'all have y'all faves, and I understand y'all standing 10 toes down behind y'all faves. Trust me, I got mine too. But it's like, y'all be so delusional about y'all faves sometimes. Like, because, okay, I would understand if this was like a situation where instead of Anna Mac, it was Jayla that was walking up and like saying hey to the crowd, da 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 da. And you know, Jayla was interacting with the crowd and Big Lex was in the back smiling from ear to ear, saying her name, being, you know, I don't want to say fanned out, but you know, shit, being a fan. Okay, like I would understand if that was Jayla, because when Jayla came onto the show, when Big Lex came onto the show, Big Lex directed her energy to Jayla, addressed Jayla first, fought Jayla because of how she felt about Jayla on previous seasons. So it's like, yeah, if that was the case, I would completely understand what you guys are talking about. Like, yeah, like how, like you literally was just at the auditions, fanned out, screaming my name, smiling from ear to ear. Okay, smiling from ear to ear, you know, happy to see me. But now I'm on the show and we coming on the show, the camera's cut on, and now all of a sudden you got an issue with me and you addressing me about some shit I did last season. Okay, if that was the case, I would completely understand. But we're talking about Anna here. Anna. There's nothing wrong with Big Lex liking Anna prior. Mind you, Big Lex and Anna did not know each other. They did not know each other. Like, personally, Big Lex has never been around Anna. This was her first time being around Anna. So it's like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I get it. If she liked Anna, okay. But y'all making it seem like Big Lex was starting with Anna. Anna, we literally seen on multiple occasions throughout the show where Anna was literally picking at Big Lex, even when it had nothing to do with her. Okay, not gonna lie. You know, on multiple occasions, she did clog Big Lex, but I'm just saying, she would literally insert herself into something that had nothing to do with her just to pick on Big Lex, or just to pick at Big Lex. But it's like, we're just forgetting this because, again, it's Anna, and the Mac Warriors are going to ignore all that. Like, so I guess, you know, we're just going to ignore the fact that Anna has literally picked on Big Lex multiple times, inserted herself into Ivory and Big Lex's beef. We're just going to ignore that. We're going to ignore all that, right? We're going to ignore the fact that Anna literally told Big Lex to shut her up. Like, Big Lex gave Anna what she wanted, and now y'all don't know how to handle that. Anna been wanted the issue with Big Lex. She been picking at Big Lex, and Big Lex made it so clear to her, like, hey, I'm not, even though I don't understand why, because ho, she talking like she big, get that hoe, okay? Stop talking about size. But she still was like, you know, I'm not even gonna do that to you. I'm not even gonna do you for real because you're little. You're too small. Just shut up and stop talking to me. What did Anna do? Anna kept going. So that's why I don't understand how we're literally witnessing Anna insert herself into Big Lex's situations and conversations just to pick at her. Big Lex lets it be known, like, hey, I'm not even gonna do you. I'm gonna spare you because you're too little. I'm not gonna gain anything out of fighting you because I know what I can do to you. Okay? And Anna continues to pick and to bark because we know how Anna does. She doesn't know when to stop. She keeps trolling. She doesn't shut up. So you asked for this, and now that you guys are beefing, you're reposting a video from the Baddies Midwest auditions. It just doesn't make any sense to me. Like I said, I would understand if it was Jayla. If it was Jayla, okay. Yeah. You was at the auditions, fanned out. And then as soon as y'all got on the show and the cameras cut on, it's a different story. That wouldn't make sense. But it's like, huh? This was before the show even came out. This was before she even got on the show. Before she was around Anna. Before Anna started doing all these things to piss her off. Like, y'all are so delusional. Like, so you telling me, right, if y'all go to the auditions, clearly you're gonna be excited to see some girls, okay? Especially the girls that you're gonna have to go in front of that could possibly give you an opportunity to be on the show. You're telling me that you're not gonna be happy. You're telling me, you know, you're not gonna be smiling. You're not gonna be like none of that, right? And then again, you don't know these girls. You've never been around them, right? But then you get on a show with one of the girls. They're literally picking at you on multiple occasions, okay? Or you get into it with them, or y'all end up having a disagreement and end up beefing, whatever, okay? And now all of a sudden you was fanned out because you was happy to see them before. Girl, y'all just don't make no sense. Y'all don't make any sense, and y'all say anything to make yourselves feel better. Like, it's just so stupid. But like I said, if that was Jayla, that would have been a completely different story. Or if Big Lex would have actually started with Anna, like if she would have started the beef with Anna and picked on Anna, it was, you know, like how she did Jayla and confronted Anna when she got on the show, like how she did Jayla, that would make so much more sense as to why y'all saying what y'all saying. But it literally does not make any sense, like where y'all trying to get at. Okay, so on Sunday, the new show Baddies Gone Wild was, you know, they had posted a teaser or whatever. They posted a teaser, and at the end of the teaser, it had one of the security guards in their own confessional, you know, in their own confessional chair.
Bad bitches take shots. Bad bitches take shots. Bad bitches take shots.
So, child, of course, this went viral because people were already talking about, like, girl, like, I feel like the security guards should have their own confessionals. They see it all. They're the ones breaking up the fight. They be front and center. Like, we need to see their point of view. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's that? Okay, so, like I said, it finally happened where the security guard was in the confessionals, and girl, Biggie got in the comments and started to pop her shit. Let's go ahead and get into it. So she said, ew. Okay, so she said, ew. The most dusty, dirty, grimy security guard at the Zeus network. Of course, they would let him be the one doing the first confessional, ew. And then Raven from Jocelyn's Cabaret co-signed her and said she is not lying. So apparently, girl, the girls are saying that this is one of the security guards that is just grimy, girl. Grimy. I don't know what that means. You know, they're not really saying much. But girl, what's tea? What he be doing to make him so grimy? Child. Alright, y'all. So that is all I have for you guys today. If y'all made it this far, go ahead and drop a green heart emoji. Let me know that you made it this far and that you stuck with me to the end of the video. I love you guys so much. It's MessyMya. Girl, it's the MessyMya. We are lit over here. Trust and believe that. And what? Yeah. Bye.